Hello guys, in this section I am going to show you how to pass some data from Arduino to Raspberry Pi via serial communication. Okay, first of all I am going to program our Arduino for sending some random data to our Raspberry Pi via serial communication. So let's start guys. Here I want to declare a serial. We want to declare our serial baud rate. Okay, then serial dot begin. Okay, we want to begin in which hertz 9600 bits per second. Okay guys, so our baud rate is completed. Now on the main part, okay, here I am declaring a data, data, you can use it as data. Okay, we need a random one, so I am using the function random function. Random, okay, we want to give from where we want to start. Okay, I want to start from 0 to where, okay, I mean the maximum limit. I am just giving here 500. Okay, so the data between 0 and 500, any random data between 0 and 500 will be stored in this data field, okay, in this variable. And okay, next I want to print it, serial dot print. I'm just printing data. Okay, just printing data here. And next serial dot print, I want to print the data. Okay, giving here data. Okay, make sure you want to give here println. Okay, next line. Okay guys, now I want to give a delay here. Okay, else there will be little bit messy, so yeah, I'm giving a delay here. Now everything is right. I'm going to upload this program to our Arduino. Okay, make sure, yeah, board is Arduino Uno, and yeah, my Arduino Uno is on COM46. I'm just uploading my program. I want to save it. Okay, I'm saving it as ASP. Okay, serial. You can give any name. I'm just saving it. Compiling. Oh, what's the problem, guys? Okay, guys, I had just missed a semicolon here. Okay, again saving it and uploading. Compiling sketch, uploading. Done uploading. Okay, we can see I am just opening the serial monitor. We can check it. Okay, you can see here data 307249. It's random values between 0 and 500. Okay guys, now I am just closing it and removing the Arduino from my system. Okay guys, now I am just removing my Arduino from my system, that is laptop. Okay, I am just removing it and connecting it to my Raspberry Pi. This is Raspberry Pi 4 model B. You can use any version. I am just connecting it to the USB port. Now I am connecting my Raspberry Pi to my system. Okay. It will power on shortly. You can see. Yeah guys, you can see the TX light. You can see the TX LED light is blinking. That means it is transmitting some data, that is random data. We have already programmed it for that. So it is sending some random data between 0 and 500. Okay, it is sending to Raspberry Pi. Now we want to get that data from Raspberry Pi and that to our system. Okay guys, now we can see how to program it. Okay guys, now I am just closing our Arduino IDE. I'm going to VNC viewer because I have no external display for Raspberry Pi and I have connected it using the hotspot. Okay, yeah guys, now I have just opened our VNC viewer. Our Raspberry Pi is here. Yeah guys, now just go to programming and here you can see Node-RED. Just open that. And what is Node-RED? Node-RED is a programming tool for wiring together hardware devices, APIs and online services in new and interesting ways. It provides a browser-based editor that makes it easy to wire together flows using the wide range of hosts in the palette that can be deployed to its runtime in a single click. Okay guys, now you can see the Node-RED console is popped up. and we need this URL http 192.160. Okay, I'm just copying it, and you can see once Node-RED has started point a browser at this URL. I am just minimizing that console, and either you can just go to your Raspberry Pi's web browser and paste it over its address bar. Click OK. You can see, yeah, it will take to a web interface, Node-RED. You can see it here. Yeah, either you can do it in this way, or I am just closing it, and if your system is connected to the same network as the Raspberry Pi is connected to, then you can just minimize it. My lap is connected to the same network that my Raspberry Pi is connected to, so I am just minimizing it and going to my browser. Here I am using Google Chrome, but you can use any. It is not a secure, it is a secure way, but no issues. We are just doing it for testing. So okay, here I am pasting it, pasting my URL. You can check it. Yeah, not secure. You can see it here. Okay, guys. Yeah, they are taken me to the web interface of Node-RED. Okay, guys. Yeah, this is, I have already done it, so I'm just deleting that. Okay, first of all, we need a serial communication. You can see many functions here, many modules here. Okay, common function, a network, output, parser, storage, Raspberry Pi. Okay, you can see many modules here. First of all, we need a serial, serial module. So I'm just typing serial. You can see serial in, serial out, serial request. First of all, we need serial in. Okay, here we need serial in. Okay, for inputting data, and I'm just double clicking on that. You can see the serial port and name I am just giving Arduino Uno, because I am using here Arduino Uno. You can give any name there. You can use any versions of Arduino here. Here I am using Arduino, no issues. You can use any of the versions. And serial port, defaultly it is given here because I have already set it. I'm just editing it. I'm going to edit it, and I'm just deleting it and searching. Click this button for searching your devices. So you can see. And baud rate, you want to set it as same as when you have programmed it. So here I'm giving 9600 as baud rate, and everything is done here. I'm just clicking on update. Okay, Arduino Uno, and port is defined, and I'm clicking on done. The name changed to Arduino Uno. Okay, now we need another module, that is debug. Yeah, you can see here debug. I'm just dragging and dropping here. You don't want to specify any code here, or you don't want to program for anything here. Everything is written, and you just want to drag and drop here. And you can see here message.payload. When you drag and drop a debug module here, you can see its name changes to message.payload. Okay, I'm just deleting that. We only need one. Okay, guys, you can see two modules are here. Now I want to set up a connection between the two modules, so I'm just wiring it up together using a string. Okay, guys, now it is connected. Now you can see here message.payload. You can see node. Yeah, now on the right side, on the right top, you can see a debug button here and insects logo here, and just clicking on that. Okay, all nodes, I am just clicking on that and selecting current flow. You can see the data is printing out here. Yeah, 290, 140, 179, 308, 377. Yeah, the data between the values between 0 and 500 is printing here. Guys, you can see it's continuously printing here. I hope you enjoyed this section, guys. If so, please like this video and consider subscribing my channel. Thank you.